Understanding network maps. Network maps in cybersecurity are network topology graphs that describe the physical and/or logical relationship and configuration between links, which is communication connections, and nodes, which is devices in the network. To better understand the concept, consider roadmaps or maps in Atlas. These describe physical locations, geographic features, political borders, and the natural landscape. Information about roads, which is these are the links. So these their name, orientation, length, and intersections between other roads. And these can be used to navigate between different locations, which is nodes. Now, let's consider the following hypothetical scenario. Imagine you live in a world where roads and buildings spontaneously appear or vanish in the blink of an eye. GPS exists, and you have the coordinates of where you are and where you want to go, but you must try to get there by following a bewildering network of constantly changing roads. Fortunately, navigation officials, which is routers, are placed at every crossroads to help travelers like you find their way. These routers are constantly calling their neighboring routers to learn what routes and locations are open so they can update their routing table and kept on a clipboard. You must stop at every intersection and ask the router for directions to the next corner by showing them your travel card, which has your intended destination coded in the GPS coordinates. The router checks their clipboard for currently open routes while making some calculations, quickly points you in a direction, stamps your travel card with the router's address, hole punches your travel card to track the number of routes you have checked in within your journey, and sends you off to the next router. You repeat this process until you reach your destination. Now imagine these world's cartographers, who would have likely given up on producing accurate maps, unable to keep up with the ever-changing network. These map makers would have to be satisfied with labeling key landmarks and points of interest with generic names and drawing fuzzy lines between these points to indicate that the path of some sort of exists between them. This hypothetical situation is in fact what exists in cyberspace, and it's why network maps are not as accurate and their maintenance is not as prioritized as it should be. The lack of high-quality, comprehensive network maps is a recognized challenge for cybersecurity organizations. If an organization has a map at all, it's typically provided to the Security Operations Center (SOC) to illustrate where sensors or security devices are in the flow of data and to better understand packet captures, firewall rules, alerts, and system logs. However, it's probably also abstract, describing only basic features such as boundaries for the internet, perimeter network, and intranet. The general location of edge routers or firewalls and unspecified network boundaries and conceptual arrangements indicated by closely bubbles. An example of underdeveloped yet common network map available to cybersecurity and IT professionals you can see here on the screen.